that's where the idea of K-Farmer came from. So there is an angle to me that is quite spiritual, very spiritual. K-Farmer means kingdom farmer. Yeah. There are three things I understand about the times that we live in relation to food. Number one, food is going to be scarce. So I've always known this for many years. Number two, food will become poison to reduce population in the world. Number three, so when I say food is going to be scarce, that means we'll be giving things that are not food. Maybe petroleum products and all of things that are not food. So food itself will be scarce. Now, I've tracked these things that I'm saying. They will only continue to be magnified. Number three, so the second one, food will become poison. So you won't be getting nutrients, rather you'll be getting toxic things from what you eat. And it's very deliberate. Number three, there is going to be a lot of outburst of war around the globe.
Yeah.
And that will cause acute hunger. Now, I've said these three things to buttress a point that we all need to have one leg in agriculture and try and grow something around your home. 2 years before COVID, myself and my wife were instructed to store more food. We didn't know, we were just storing and selling less. When COVID came, we had a lot of food to give out to people. I mean, we're sending food across from the island to the mainland. I mean, sending food all over. Worse than COVID is still going to happen in a different, So make sure you grow food at home. That pepper behind you, that tree behind you there, it's Scotch bonnet.
Okay, Scotch bonnet.
It's our local Scotch bonnet.
Yes, yeah.
We grew it from like the seed to that side. See, it's fruiting. Yeah, and then one of my last child, he did a simple technology. We're talking about technology, very simple technology of self-watering system, just using infusion hose and bottle and stand. So because people forget to water their crops or plants, and so once you fill the bottle, you just need to water it once a week. Now, talking about technology still, I have designed something that can make you water your plants from your phone. So your garden, so once you just have your drip hose all spread around your garden, you could just water or even set it manually. I have the device, you set it manually and it waters at intervals. There are AI apps that you can use to detect diseases, pests, and what to do to them. So that is talking about technology. And let me tell us how easy it is to grow something in your home. It's all about interests. I am trying that before this year we run out, I want to make hydroponics, organic hydroponics, because most of the hydroponics happening right now, they've got liquid fertilizer that they have to put, because the way the hydroponics works is that water, nutrient is passed to the roots of plants by water, soluble nutrients in water, and it touches the roots and the roots absorbs it. Now the challenge is how to have all the nutrients as organic. Now fish emulsion has got most of the nutrients that you need. Now there's an advantage of soil over hydroponics. It has to do with minerals, because most times the liquid biofertilizer like fish emulsion, all that, does not have some of those minerals. Some of those minerals, there's a way they are synthesized slowly they break down slowly in the soil for plant absorption. Now, another reason why you should grow, especially vegetable at home, is that you know that these vegetables, they have the highest vitamins, and vitamins have very short lifespan. So sometimes when they harvest vegetables for you from a far distance, and before it gets to your house, the vitamins are dead sometimes. The enzymes are also dead. Those ones don't even, those ones, once life is leaving the plant, they also start dying. And you see those enzymes, those vitamins, what they do in your body is that they aid the breakdown and absorption of nutrients even into your body. The same thing they are doing in the plants. That's what they do in your body. So you need to eat fresh, especially for vegetables. And they're very easy to grow. Shoko, ugu, most of the vegetables we eat, they should grow and you should give them out, you know. So, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. That's interesting. I had actually always wondered about phonics, you know, how it actually works and all that. That's good. If it's possible to now actually make it, whatever is added, the additive, if it's organic, then that would at least make it much better. That's my understanding. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now, I'm coming to you now. Missy, I would like you to share with us, you know, what got you into agriculture as well, and share with us what can benefit us as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Missy Adeshino. So let me just properly introduce myself. My name is Barrister UMC Adeshino. And I know that after a while, some people actually lose that other aspect of myself. So I'm just going to talk about how I got into the agri sector. You know how after you finish your law school and you're like, God, which area should I specialize in? IP, maritime law, you know where the money is, you know? And funny enough, while praying, God told me that there were two areas that I would excel excellently in: agriculture and taxation. So I was like, Agric, nah, not a good area. Taxation, yes, because when I finished school then, taxation was starting to make a name at that time. So I went to the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, I registered, I started having my classes and I started having my exams, you know. So the last level, I had a paper that I failed. And I was so devastated because I had read so much. I'm like, how could I have failed this paper? You know, so I'm like, okay. While I was trying to stabilize myself, I got pregnant. And so I was like, okay, after I give birth, I will come back to take the paper. So after that was done, I went back to CIT and that, okay, I'm ready for this paper. I feel they said, madam, you have one more level to go again before you write this paper. And I was like, no, let me look into the agri sector. And so I just looked at it. Okay, agri. Okay, what do I need to know? I know that if I'm going to be working in the agri sector as a lawyer, I need to understand what the system was about. So I was staying in Ikota Villa then, and I had like an empty plot near my house. And incidentally, we had the Hausas around that area doing spring onions and the vegetables. So I called some of them. I said, come and teach me how to make beds. Teach me how to make the ridges. Teach me how you're growing these crops that you're growing. So they came. They taught me how to make beds. They taught me how to do seedlings and how to plant. And so I learned it. So I tried my hands and I saw that this thing is coming out well. And that was how the journey started. And because I'm a lawyer, I found out that ultimately the farmers are going to become my clients. So I started going for as many trainings as possible. Poultry, I will go for the training, you know. So I became knowledgeable in those areas. And when I'm speaking with them, I actually connect with them and I speak the language they are speaking. So if they have legal issues, I can speak to their legal issues and all of that. And so that's how my passion started and ignited. Then I developed that, I realized that I have a green thumb. Because you see, passion is very important, and I want to encourage our homegrown growers. You know, when people come to the organic and natural grass farmers market, I always ask the question, are you a green thumb? I'm not a green thumb, but I grow some plants. And I just laugh because that was also me. I didn't know anything about growing things, but I found out that the more I learned about it, the more I developed the passion and the reason why that passion is still active. So now I have in my house, when everywhere is dry, during the dry season, everywhere is dry, my house is lush. All my plants are growing. In fact, when I wake up in the morning after talking to God, I go out to talk to my plants. I just go around. I'm just like, hello, are you okay here? You know? And then we have some plants that are very temperamental. Plants like lavender, thyme, and rosemary. They're temperamental in the sense that...
It's good here.
Yes. Oh, yes. So you find out that they actually speak through the way they grow. If you place them in an area where they're not comfortable, they start drying up. So I had to learn how to place them in an area where it's not too sunny and not too shady, where they are comfortable. And that is what nature is providing for us. And may I also encourage us that the more greens you have around you, the more it sanitizes your air that you breathe in. It helps the air that you breathe in. It's not polluted. It takes off the toxins from the air. So passion to profit now. I realized that since I had a green thumb, I started growing seedlings. And one thing about life is, if you want to excel in anything, whether it is small for yourself or even for people, always keep learning. And that's one of the things I learned from Sisimi of Ope Farms. She constantly keeps learning, going for trainings. And I'm like, if someone that is that old keeps going for trainings, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me that I can't keep on learning? And the more you learn, the better you become at it. So when people say, you're so good at this, I'm like, I was a novice. I learned and I worked with what I learned and I developed my passion. So it's easy for anybody to start a garden. It's easy for anybody to start a farm. I remember during COVID, we started a platform or a program called Veggies Challenge. Veggies Challenge is not that we are competing with another person to grow. Rather, we are working along at our different stages to grow our crops. So when we first started, we had some of them boiling their lettuce seeds because they told them that ewedu seeds should be boiled before growing. So the person carried all her seeds and boiled them and came back and said, my seeds are not growing. And we were like, no, it's only a wedu that you should put in hot water, not your lettuce seeds. But do you know the beauty of it? Those people we took through the Veggies Challenge that started growing in their homes, they have farms now. And they sent us videos because after the program, we said, send us your videos. And I don't know how I felt that day. I was just like, that little seed of encouraging someone to put that seed in the ground, bloomed to such an extent that the person said, I think I'm confident enough to want to go into farming as a business itself. So your passion can bring you profits. Your passion can actually bring you profit. This passion of mine, I can tell you, has brought me profit. When I talk about how much I sell the seedlings, especially the temperamental ones that takes me so long to grow, and then I put a price on how I've been able to grow them, I realize that my seedlings are making me money. Are making me money. So I just want to encourage us. And I will show some plants that you can start. There's one that is very, very prolific that makes you feel like a gardener, and that's oregano. If you put oregano and you water it and it's in the sun, your oregano blooms, expands, and makes you feel good that, what I've planted is growing. Another one is what we have here, ugu. Yes. Ugu is not difficult to grow. Once you place your seed the right way in the soil, you leave it for a while for the heat to germinate the seed. It comes out and you keep watering it, you see it growing like this. Many people eat ugu. It's a vegetable that is in every household, be you an Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. Many people eat a lot of ugu. So this is something that you can grow in your house as your vegetable. Some people even blend ugu raw for the greens and blood counts. A lot of people use this for blood count. And like our moderator was saying, the things, especially the vegetables you blend raw, it's very important that there are no chemicals in them. Because if you blend them raw and there are chemicals in them, you're directly taking in those toxins. Even though you tell yourself you are blending greens, you're not blending greens, you're actually blending toxins into your system. Let me not take up too much. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. It's thank you so much. It's one just tries to reflect on these things a little, and you see that there is so much we can do, and there's a lot we need to do also to protect ourselves. But at the end of the day, everybody is responsible for themselves. Everyone has to take on their responsibility, and for every mistake, for every pain that we allow that we bring about, we have no one else but ourselves to blame once we can help it. Thank you so much. So let me come back to Hey Farmer. There's something I wanted to mention after you spoke. I started thinking to myself that okay, so what are the things that what are the mistakes that growers are making? What are the things that you can avoid in actually doing what we do now? You know, many schools now have a little farm somewhere, some different communities. Because I don't see much of that happening in Lagos, but I'm aware that in the UK, for homes where you don't have farms, you know, some different areas have a kind of plot that everybody can go and plant something. And you know, it's such a wonderful idea. Although I must tell you, the stress of Lagos takes a lot. It takes a lot to make out time for those things. But what are the things we could be doing? Actually, taking on farming as a lifestyle is something that more and more people can do. And even when there's little space, I'm aware that they can plant in small buckets, in small bowls. I mean, the uku I got from Mokwe farms that I take from the house in a pot, you know, and I try not to overdo it so it doesn't die. But I wonder if I take too many leaves, I may not have enough to. But it's a big help to have that, and also the spinach. Has anyone here tried spinach and eggs before? Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Really nice. And that's your daily dose of green, even if you're not eating many other things. So tell us, what are the things you feel that the kind of mistakes you feel that people are making? What can we do? How can we avoid those things? How can we make things better? Okay, the two, so that we can. Okay.
Thank you for the question. Before I touch on that, we're talking about what schools and all that. On my farm, I set up a school. In fact, that's the only school in that community. I went there and I realized that they don't have a school. So I have a very big passion to raise farmers from the cradle. I know that one of the challenges with our food security is the lack of passion in agriculture. There are other challenges, but a very critical challenge is lack of passion. Young people are not interested in agriculture again. It's not cool, it's hard work.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm trying to make it a soft work that we fit into somebody that wants to live a soft life. You know, let me share a joke. I'm still going to come back to that answer. So we're just doing a brainstorming with my sons, and I was telling them that how I want to speak the language of your generation, Gen Z language, in terms of communicating agriculture to them. So what can I do? So one of them told me that we need to build an app, game app for agriculture. Oh. And that was a brilliant idea. So we are still brainstorming on it, but I think that's going to draw a lot of people, young people, into food production. So at the school is called School of Sustainable Agriculture and Technology, SOSAT. It's a free education. And the children also get free meal because we grow a lot of food at the farm. Yams, the ugu is just everywhere. That's the truth. Ewedu is grasses.
Yeah.
Ewedu is grasses on my farm. My farm is 100% natural. I won't call it organic because the certification is not fully done, but 100% natural. The water that waters the farm comes from a spring, and I protect that spring. No chemical from anywhere must go there, because I am very big in eating healthy. I hate chemicals, and that has really been a lot of profit for me. For over 25 years, I've not been to hospital. I don't take Panadol, ordinary Panadol. I don't take, no matter the hard work. So these things are real. They are real. Food is our medicine. Food is our medicine. It heals our body. We need to eat right. So coming back to the question, the critical mistake we make is that we do not understand that life starts from the soil. We are all made from soil. The proof is that when human body decays, it decays back to soil. So that means we were made from soil. So life starts from soil. Getting the right soil is very important in your own gardening. Very, very important. Getting the right soil. So because I know that we are always composting soil and making it available for people that want to do home gardening and all that. So we deliberately compost soil and make it available in small bags, big bags, and all that. The other thing is that I know a lot of people don't have the knowledge on how to activate seeds for germination. So most times you just plant a seed and it will not grow. Most times there are temperatures required, there are particular nutrients that must be dominant, there are things, the climate, the humidity and all that. So it's a lot of science, agricultural science. So one thing we have been doing at my farm is that we've been producing a lot of potted crops, so that people will just carry it. An example is there's a tomato, even this pepper. It's already bought. But there are different crops like that. And when you even tell us that these are the crops you eat most, we will put them in the pots for you and nurture them even to the point where you can manage them. So when they are not delicate again. So we are doing a lot of that. But one thing we are also trying to do is that there's a lot of profits that you can make from growing food at your home, around your home. I won't want to bore us with the calculations, the profit calculations, but I'll just give us figures. With hydroponics, or let me first say that, one big challenge with food security today is climate change. And the biggest impact of climate change is issue of water. Either the water is too much or the water is not available. The last time rain fell before it started falling now in April was in October. So that means for about 6 months food was not produced. So you can imagine what will happen in prices of food by September. It's going to go up. I mean, very simple calculation. In fact, you know what I did? When the rain didn't fall and NIMED said that rain is going to start in April, but then it's going to be too much. So we know that that's the impact of climate change. Either it's not falling or it falls and now it's too much. I know that was going to impact a lot on tomatoes. So we made a lot of potted tomato. Then the harvested tomatoes, we pressurized them into cans. So a lot of tonnage we pressurize into cans. So when you do that, it can stay for even 2 years. And they stay fresh, the nutrients are there. and all that. So these are things you can do at home. Now, of course, those tomatoes, by the time we'll be selling them in maybe 2 months' time, when they will be selling 1 kg of tomatoes for 4,000. So currently a kg is about 3,000. So they will sell it for up to 5,000 in 2 months' time. That's when we'll be selling, and by the time we'll be selling, we'll be making up to 200% or something. You can make that at home. You can make that kind of money at home. Now with the hydroponic system we are looking at doing, we are targeting middle class. With one grow tower, you can make up to just one grow tower in a year. You can make up to, I want to reduce the figure, you can make up to 80,000 naira. And just 5 square meters space can take up to 5 to 8 grow towers. And most middle class people have 5 square meter space, either in their porch or wherever, balcony, you know. So there are a lot we can do. You just need a farmer to just hold your hands while you are doing it. That's all. It's as easy as that. You know, just hold your hands while you're doing it. And as you continue to do it, you are going to become an expert in those particular crops that you are producing. Thank you very much.
Very interesting perspective. Things to think about.